Anyway, man, moving on to something a little more upbeat to talk about. We're gonna get into the Canelo versus Bud
Ooh-wee.
Crawford fight that was announced for September. It's
September the
finally
13th,
official. I do believe it was
Saturday.
September
Yep,
13th.
it is.
And I'm excited to see this fight, man. We've given the whole, you know, hypotheticals, but now it's
Official.
reality.
Yeah, it's
It's
official.
reality.
It's official, and, um, we can't again, just like pretty much every single boxing fan on the planet, this is a better fight that's been put together than any other fight that's been put together previously. I know that the, Skull fight versus Canelo, everybody was kinda, like, down in the I was pissed off at that fight. I ain't even gonna lie, man. To see somebody just run around the ring and then for them to say after the fight that, well, I felt like I was winning the fight. So, that's why I was just I continued to run around the ring. So that's why I did that. And it's like, no, that's not how you win boxing matches. And I agree with Canelo after the match. He even said that it was an embarrassment to him, embarrassment for his team. They were expecting an actual fight and not to have somebody perform the way that they performed against him. So for me, this is a super exciting fight. You got two very, very highly skilled boxers that are going to be in the ring. You have Canelo, who is 63 2-2, going against Terrence Crawford, Bud at 41-0. You know, I mean, it's a dream fight, really. I mean, Canelo is the bigger guy. Not going to take that away from him. He is the bigger guy. I know a lot of people have him winning because of that, but to me, it's like this is a great fight just because of the skill level that both of these guys have. The the way that they can break down an opponent round after round, mentally and physically, is amazing. So to see two skilled fighters at this level go at each other is going to be a phenomenal fight. I can absolutely see this being a fight of fights, not just
Yeah.
oh, we're just gonna walk around the ring and chase each other around the ring for 12 rounds. No, it's gonna be a fucking fight. So I'm super excited to see it. I can't wait for September the 13th to roll around. And bro, what else can you say? We're finally getting some of the good fights on tap.
Yeah.
And who's to say, depending on what the outcome
On
is of this
Netflix,
fight
bro? On
on
Netflix?
Netflix, for real. Well, let's just hope it's not like the fucking Tyson Jake Paul debacle because that shit. I streamed the damn fight and I was sitting there, lag, lag.
Yeah. I
What
tried to
the
stream the fight, but
it
so
wasn't
so
working.
for me, dog, like I look at this and I'm like, the ring IQ that night is gonna be next level grade.
Through
I
the
mean,
roof.
you're talking
Hell
about
yeah.
two ring generals, humongous ring IQ,
Hell yeah.
the mental warfare that they're going to be playing. This is going to be a physical chess match.
Mhm.
You're gonna have Canelo. Here's my thing. We talked about him fighting Skull and how that was a disappointment. It still frustrates me to this day. I'm a huge Canelo Alvarez fan, but
Mhm.
he has not learned how to cut the ring off on people after
No.
67 fights and all these other fights that he's had. You
Mhm.
still don't know how to cut a ring off? If you're frustrated that somebody's running around the ring, cut them off.
And he
You
was trying
have to
to.
be able to cut them
He
off.
was
If you
trying.
can't do that, I don't know what to tell
It's
you. Like,
the same old story with Canelo. It's yes,
you heavy
he
foot
has
bitch.
he has he has he has top-notch ring IQ. Not gonna take that away from the man. But the problem is, like you just said, man, he's so fucking heavy-footed. He
He's
cannot
just flat footed, bruh.
he can't close the corners fast enough to cut them off. He just
Angle
can't.
just wide ass open. I'm like, bro, cut him
Okay.
off.
And it is
You know what they're gonna
infuriating.
do.
It's infuriating, but at the same time, Canelo does what's worked for him for years. And again, I'm looking at the tail of the tape right now because they do have it up on box dot live. That's where I tend to look up the tail of the tape. And as I'm looking it up, I'm looking the tail of the tape and it says age for Canelo is 34, age for Bud is 37. I didn't know that
Yeah,
Bud was
Bud's
older than
old.
him.
Yeah, Bud's
So
older.
that was interesting. Then you have 5'9" to 5'8". Canelo's 5'9", Bud is 5'8". reach 70.5 to Canelo to 74 on Bud. So he got a longer reach. And then, of course, Canelo is an orthodox fighter while Bud is a southpaw. So
Mhm.
it's going to be an interesting fight regardless. And from what I've seen so far and what I've heard from the Crawford camp, they're going to come at Canelo. They're not going to just be like, oh, let me just tap, 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 and let me run around.
Yeah.
No, no, he's going to try
I
to,
mean, everybody's gonna say that, right? But you're
they
not
do,
gonna give away your strategy. I
of
don't
course.
think it would be smart for Bud to go head first at Canelo just
No,
because he's the smaller man, basically
yes.
chasing the bigger man. He's trying to make history.
Mhm.
He's trying to, build a legacy for himself. If he beats Canelo Alvarez, he goes down as one of the greatest to ever do it. If he's not already there, that
Yeah,
cements the legacy for Bud
for
Crawford.
sure.
He can if he wins this fight, he can retire
And be like, "I'm
and
good.
be he's
I'm good.
good.
I'm good. I'm done." That's
He's
it.
got nothing else to prove at that point.
Mhm.
I
Canelo would be
think
begging for a rematch after that if he
oh,
lost that fight.
absolutely, absolutely. But
And
I
if
do
I was
think
Bud
that
and if I was Bud, I'd be
I'll be
like,
like, nah,
"Hell nah. Nah,
nah,
I'm good."
nah. But I'm saying for this fight, if Canelo does win, he continues to build his legacy as well. He beats a
Yeah.
guy that a lot of people have as the number one pound for
Pound for
pound right
pound. Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
So I mean that's impressive in that sense, but it's almost like a catch-22 because you beat Bud and what is everybody gonna say? Well, you beat the smaller man. You
Yep.
beat the older man.
You
You know
beat
what
the
I'm
older,
saying?
smaller guy,
Like
yeah.
like, oh man, like what do you do? Bud has a lot more to win than Canelo does. Canelo has a lot more to lose than Bud
Yeah.
does.
And it's so
Bud's
funny
playing
that
with
even
house
if
money.
and it's funny that even if even though that's the case, that everybody's gonna look at that fight that way, just like you described it. If Canelo wins the fight, you beat a smaller, older guy. But if Bud wins the fight, then it's man, you've accomplished the Mount Rushmore
Conquered the world.
of
Conquered the
fighting.
world.
I
Yeah.
mean, what else could you do? I mean, you
If
you went out.
Canelo wins, as soon as he wins, they're gonna raise
Mhm.
his hand and everybody's gonna be like, but when are you gonna fight David Benavidez?
Exactly. That's exactly what's
You're
gonna
n-
happen.
you're never until that fight takes place. He's always gonna be asked that question. Bud, if Bud
And he's
loses,
gonna and
hey
he's gonna
bro, like,
answer the same way he always does. Hey, I make the money.
yeah.
I pick my fights. It is what it is. I pick who I fight. I
You
give
know
the
what he's gonna
opportunities.
say? Who has he beat?
Who has he beat?
That's
Yeah.
Canelo's favorite line right now is who
Who
has
has he
he
beat?
beat?
Who has he
Like
beat?
you say, oh, you want to fight this guy? I mean, who has he beat?
Yeah.
Lately, I'm asking myself, who the hell have you beat?
For
These
real.
tomato cans, bro. I'm like,
For
come
real.
on, bro. Like,
Hey,
come
but
on.
he cemented himself going up against some of the best at one point. So you can't I
I mean, that
understand
was in
where
his younger years. Like, you're
yeah.
fighting guys like Skull and you can't take him out.
Yeah. I agree with that.
You're
Yeah.
fighting Jaime Munguia and you can't knock him out.
Well, he knocked him down, but he didn't knock him
You
out.
you can't knock him out. You can't get him out of there. You can't close the show.
And what's gonna happen when he beats David? Then what?
I
Well,
mean,
you still haven't beat so and so. There's always gonna be another one, bro. There's always
nah,
gonna be
bro.
another one.
I think these are like the only two fights that he really has left that he's got anything to prove, and that's gonna be Bud and Benavidez. After that, if he wants to give it another shot with Bivol, he can.
With Triple G?
Bivol, bro, please no, no. If he fights Bivol one more time after he gets through Crawford and Benavidez, then hey, more power to you. If you want to retire after those fights, more power to you. You're
So as
making
a
money
boxing
hand over
fan
fist.
those are the fights you wanna see: Crawford, which is already set. You wanna see Benavidez, and then you wanna see Bivol after that, and we're done.
I don't even need to see Bivol. Bivol dominated him from start to finish. There was like no competition. I don't need to see Bivol again. I saw all I needed to see to know that man's just out of your league, and that's okay. He's a bigger
Because
man.
he's a bigger guy, yeah, agreed.
And that's okay. I didn't judge Canelo poorly and say, man, he had a bad showing. I was just like, Bivol was too much, man. Just like if Bud loses to Canelo, same thing. My hat's off to you. All the compliments in the world. You
Yep.
put it all on the line. You gave it everything you had. You lost. Hey, you you tried to shock the world. There ain't nothing wrong with that.
No, hell no.
I look at it more like if you're dominating your division and you're just complacent and you're not trying to make no real fights, then at that point I'm like, bro, what are you doing? And I feel
Let
like
me
that's where Canelo's at right now.
let me ask, if you're Crawford and now that you've taken the fight and you've lost and you lose the fight against Canelo,
Mhm.
would you want a rematch after that?
It depends. If I get knocked out early, no. But if we go all 12 and it's close, maybe a
Yeah.
split decision,
Uh-huh.
run it back.
Let's
And I'll
run it
tell
back.
you what, if you have a fight that ends like that, the money will be there to do it
Oh,
again.
fuck yeah, bro. It'll be there.
The
It'll
money,
be there.
if not more, and
Yeah.
you put it on Netflix again, the eyeballs that you're gonna get. That's what I'm saying. Like
Bro,
that
forget
has the
about it.
potential to
Oh,
be
hell no.
a 2 or
Let
3 part
We're already
series.
predicting it. We're already predicting it, bro. Watch it go all the way, and then it's gonna be a part 2, and then a part 3, and then Canelo's gonna be like, "All right, we done. We good.
We're done. I
We
mean,
mi
bro,
we milked this cow for as much as it can milk. We're good."
Turkey gonna be you printing. He gonna be printing money in the back, bro. I promise you. So I don't see anything wrong with that. I don't want you fighting no bitch ass like
Bro,
unknowns that you're just like, who is this? Like, did you find this taxi cab driver on your way to the fight? And you're like, hey, that's
mm,
who I'm gonna. That's my next opponent. Like,
yeah.
bro, stop doing that.
He's gonna
Fight
walk up to us
the
in the street and be
names.
like, "Oh, you ese gordito? Yeah,
Uh
I'll
huh.
fight him. I'll fight him."
Let's get I was born ready. I'm gonna be like, bro, chill out. Relax. Relax, cinnamon, relax.
Oh, not calling him the cinnamon, bro.
I said what
Come
I
on
said.
now.
But yeah, man, I'm excited for this fight.
Hell yeah.
Bud's got the potential. If he can put on some weight,
Oh,
and carry
yeah,
it well,
yeah.
it's a very good fight. It's gonna be
Very good fight.
competitive.
Hell yeah.
If Canelo goes in here and
Not the
Canelo's
cinnamon.
become more of a power punch or not power puncher, I'm sorry, counter puncher. He's
Yeah,
he's starting to become one of those guys that's
but
like, you
that's the
make the
thing.
first move and I'm gonna get you.
But that's the thing, that's what Bud is. Bud does that beautifully to say it. He does it so well. He is so patient and he waits for his opening and he's like, "I'm gonna make you miss and then I'm gonna make you pay." That's
So
exactly
so
how I fight.
it's gonna come down to who initiates and who takes
Mhm.
advantage of it.
Yeah,
But it's gonna be a good fight, ladies and
good
gentlemen.
fight.
So
Yeah.
be excited for that. Boxing is coming back.
We're
Hopefully,
excited
it's
for it.
not like these Devin Haney and Ryan
Oh,
Garcia fights.
bro, why you
We don't
putting
want to
that
see.
juju
We don't
out
want to
there?
see no more of that.
No,
We
we
don't
don't
want
wanna see
that. We don't
that.
want that. We don't
No,
want that. So,
hell no.
and then they're talking about we should rematch. I'm like, oh my god, we're gonna watch a track meet for 12 rounds.
No,
No,
I'm good.
thank you.
Appreciate it. Yeah, no.
Canelo and Bud doing it in September. Can't wait.
I'm also
That's my
I'm al
birthday weekend, fam.
I'm
So
also
happy
trying to
birthday to
see
me.
I'm also trying to see who's gonna be on the undercard. That's gonna be very interesting
That'll
too,
be
to
good.
see who's gonna be on
Canelo
the
has a
undercard.
really solid history of undercards.
Yeah, he does. So I'm
Somebody
really
call
interested.
Esau Cruz, bro.
He'll be on
Gotta
that
have
card.
gotta have Pitbull on the
Gotta
undercard.
have Pitbull. Maybe even Jaime Munguia, you never know. They'll probably put
I
him
don't
on the
I don't
undercard.
I don't know what's up with Munguia because he just got busted with a hot piss test.
Oh, shit.
So
Never mind.
he might be suspended
Yep.
with
We'll
his
see.
hot piss test ass. We're gonna find out, but
We fi we finna find out, bro.
let's see what's going on the 13th. Good luck to
Yeah.
both men, and we'll cover it a little bit more as we get closer to the fight.
Oh, yeah.